Good morning, everybody. We are back live for another college football season here on RAS Picks YouTube. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Already in the chat, things seem to be in mid-season form. Good morning to everybody who is joining. Lots of comments already. Always good to have everybody back for another release show here on the RAS Picks YouTube channel. If you're joining after the live stream, in the description, there will be a timestamp where you can jump forward to the pick. You can also use the slider bar I'll put in the chapters so you can jump ahead, see exactly who we're betting on, what price we got, and what price everybody else was able to follow in at. As we talked about during the week, we teased a bit of a surprise. And so, unfortunately, things didn't quite come together in time. We tried really hard to make it work. But as it stands right now, we have a Sharp Sportsbook, who everyone in the chat is very likely to know of and hear of, and you probably bet with them already. They have agreed to take on bets from everybody who follows the live stream and hold the line for a small duration of time so you can get the bet in easier with less competition. We're waiting on them to sort everything out from the tech side, but hopefully for next week when we have the release show here on Saturday again at 8 a.m. Pacific, we will have that all in place for everybody to utilize. We'll have updates as we go throughout the week. We're ready to make it happen. We're just waiting on them to finalize a few things. So if that can come together, that would be pretty fantastic. So hopefully for next Saturday, they have everything up and ready to go. In terms of our side at Right Angle Sports, a couple things you need to know. Over at raspicks.com, we will have releases at 8:25 a.m. Pacific and 8:30 a.m. Pacific. It's a busy Saturday, and I'm not putting that lightly. There's releases coming all over. We've got a huge card of college football as well. So if you want to get more releases in addition to the free release here that we are going to get into, you can head over to raspicks.com. There is one play available for those of you who just want to see how it goes for $39. If you're interested in longer subscriptions, we have a ton of options on the site for you to follow. So all of that will happen right after this live release over at raspicks.com. With all that said, let's just remind everybody quickly on the format. A lot of new folks coming in for the first time here on the first show of the season. So here's how it's going to work. We're going to first tell you to go and set up a game. We'll give you a game number. We'll give you the time, of course. I know everybody wants to know the time. We got you covered. We'll tell you that. You go through your Sportsbook app, whether you're on the desktop, you find the game, you add it to your bet slip. You don't bet it immediately, but this is just your cue to go through and have it added to your bet slip. We want everybody to get to the same time with the same possible play, and you'll hear one of three things. You'll hear a go, possibly. That means you have to bet it immediately. You might hear a cancel, which would be a fake. That's your cue to remove it from your bet slip. We're not betting it. Or you might hear an opposite, which is your cue to go through and bet the other side. We do cancels. We do opposites because we know the line is going to move, and we want everybody to have the same chance to bet the game so they can get through and everybody can get the same price. So we're going to tell you to set up a game. We'll give you 15 to 20 seconds, and then you're either going to hear go, cancel, or opposite, and it is on you to get there as quick as you can with the plays. All right, so here we go. We will pull up the odds screen, and we will get to the first setup here for the first release show of college football 2024. Want to remind everybody, too, that all of the plays today will be from the main rotation. We are not going to the extra boards. We are not going to first halves. We are not going to FCS. These will all be from the main rotation board. Let's start with setup number one. We're going to set up game number 193 UNLV Houston over 55.5, and this is at 4 p.m. Pacific time. We'll give everybody 15 to 20 seconds to find and set up game number 193 UNLV Houston over 55.5 at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Couple more seconds. Game number 193 UNLV Houston over 55.5 is a cancel. We are starting off with a cancel here on the show. If you have it in your bet slip, remove it from your bet slip. You guys know the drill. We're not betting UNLV Houston over 55.5. Give everybody a few more seconds to reset before we get to setup number two. Here we go. Setup number two on the board. We're setting up game number 189 UTEP, Nebraska over 48.5. This is at 12:30 p.m. Pacific time. We're setting up game number 189, UTEP, Nebraska, over 48.5, 12:30 p.m. Pacific time. Give everybody 5 to 10 more seconds to find and set up 189, UTEP, Nebraska, over 48.5. Game number 189, UTEP, Nebraska, over 48.5 at 12:30 p.m. Pacific time is a cancel. We are not betting game number 189, UTEP, Nebraska, over 48.5. This is a cancel. If you got it in your bet slip, remove it from your bet slip. We will not be betting UTEP, Nebraska, over 48.5. That is 2 setups, 2 cancels to start the show. Give everybody a few more seconds to reset before we get into setup number 3. In the chat, there were folks calling for an all-cancel show. It's something that I've been pushing for a while. Perhaps this is the all-cancel show to start off college football in 2024. Next setup, we are setting up game number 190, UTEP, Nebraska, under 48.5 at 12:30 p.m. Pacific time. Other side of that total, you should be in the same spot. We'll give you 10 more seconds to find that setup. Game number 190, UTEP, Nebraska, under 48.5 at 12:30 p.m. Pacific time. Game number 190, UTEP, Nebraska, under 48.5 at 12:30 p.m. Pacific time is a cancel. We're not betting UTEP, Nebraska, under 48.5. This is a cancel. If you've got it in your bet slip, remove it from your bet slip. We're starting off with 3 consecutive cancels here on the show. Here we go to setup number 4. Busy Saturday indeed. Setting up game number 201, Sam Houston Rice, over 48.5. Setup number 4 here on the show is game number 201, Sam Houston Rice, over 48.5. This game is at 4 p.m. Pacific time. We'll give everybody 5 to 10 more seconds to find and set up 201, Sam Houston Rice, over 48.5. Game number 201, Sam Houston Rice, over 48.5 is a go. If you got Sam Houston Rice over 48.5 in your bet slip, it is a go. You can bet that immediately. We've got things on the move all over. If you got in your bet slip, press go, bet it immediately, as that line is going to be on the move. As Jason M. said, think the odds feed is down. The odds feed is indeed down. So let us know as you're betting this where you got the price, what price you were able to get on the wager. Ed says he was able to get the over 48.5. Moonfish with half a point better. He was able to get it. Garrett Devine said he was able to get it at 48. Lots of 48s coming into the chat now. Half a point better than what we were sending out on the release price. So if you were able to get the flat 48, that's fantastic. As we said, Sam Houston Rice over 48.5 is our bet for today. Steve was able to get it at circa, as was Sean E. Lots of 48 in the chats coming in. We're also seeing some 47.5s coming into the chat as well. Seeing Bookmaker had 48, lots of 48.5s at PPHs and offshores as well. Sam Houston and Rice over 48.5 is the play, but if you got 48 or 47.5, you're in a fantastic position. Looks like the odds screen went out halfway through the show. That's why we don't have it up. You can't see the games going back and forth, but as you can see in the chat, lots of folks were able to get the 47.5 or 48. So if you're able to do that, you got a great bet. A reminder, at 8:25 a.m. Pacific time, we'll have another release over on raspicks.com. If you're interested in following that play as well, one play you can sign up for and get it this morning for $39 over on RAS Picks. Hope to see you there for another release. If you're following the channel as well, you like the play, give it a thumbs up, give it a subscribe, as we have plenty of NFL and college football live streams to come. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. Hopefully next week we have everything sorted from that potential sportsbook partner and they're ready to go. That'll be a pretty fantastic show as well. Enjoy your Saturday, everybody. Enjoy week 1 of college football. We'll chat to you on the next show.